Closed captioning for The Casey Malone Show is sponsored by Hunter Stevens Land Title Agency. Integrity, service, and commitment you can trust.
Oh yeah, Casey Malone is serving up local. It's time for the stories of our region, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, and the people in and around the valley. Get ready for some local flavor on The Casey Malone Show.
Today, it's consignment shopping for a cause at Penny Pinchers, and I make easy and refreshing Key West lime margarita pie. But first, historical escape rooms at Escape History. This is Kendra and Josh. They're the owners of Escape History, and they have 3 different escape rooms, and they're all based on historical events.
Correct, yeah.
And your 3 rooms are?
We have Escape the Titanic, Lincoln and the Assassination, and Hitler and the Spear of Destiny.
And we happen to be in the Titanic room right now. Where does your interest come from that you started this?
We went to one, it was just over a year ago, and we had a great time. So we had so much fun that when we were done, we didn't escape, but we wanted to go right back into another room, but they were so booked that we couldn't even get in. Like, we had to book a month in advance. That's how popular this was. And this was over in Akron, I think.
And you did not solve it?
No, we did not.
Really?
No,
I thought you two smarty pants
I know.
wouldn't have been able to. And you're a history teacher.
I am, yes.
So this actually, you know, worked for your background.
Well, we were talking in class one day, and we were actually talking about escape rooms earlier in the week and how some of my students had gone to some.
Okay.
And then we were talking about history and how, you know, if something would have happened, how different things would have been. And we were actually talking in between World War I and World War II. And we talked about how there was an English soldier who could have shot Hitler and let him go instead. And we talked about how different the world could be and this, that, and the other. And somehow it got to the point where the kids were like, you need to do an escape room where you go back and change history.
So this is your Hitler room.
This is Hitler's office. This is
Hitler's
office.
office.
This is a small, scaled-down version of what his office looked like.
And what is the end game with this?
He was obsessed with holy relics, and the one that he did get his hands on that he loved the most was the Spear of Destiny. As soon as they annexed Austria, he went to the Habsburg Museum and grabbed the spear for himself and took it back to Germany. I mean, it was that important to him, and the reason being is because it was supposed to grant the beholder invincibility. And however, if you lost it, death was supposed to come to you within 24 hours. So the idea behind this room is that you've snuck into his office and you're looking for this spear to try and end World War II. And you know, so you have to hunt through his office and try to escape within an hour with the spear.
And the spear is contained in here?
The spear is in here, and we have a built-to-scale replica of it, yeah. I
mean, you really are using your education.
Sure.
For good.
Yeah, right?
And then we're going to, you know, save the world from Hitler.
And that's one of the reasons we wanted to open this place is because, you know, my wife included, you get the stereotypical history's boring. And it's not history's boring, you're just not learning the right kind of history or the right things from history. You know, history's actually, there's a lot of really interesting and cool things that happen. You just have to find the right stuff.
Now this isn't the Lincoln bedroom.
No.
This is the Lincoln scenario room now.
Correct. This is supposed to be the boarding house where John Wilkes Booth planned the assassination of President Lincoln, the parlor room of the boarding house.
Okay, and...
So the idea is you're staying at this boarding house and you overhear John Wilkes Booth talking with other conspirators the night before about his plot to kill the president.
So he did not act alone?
No. And when they wake up, or when you wake up the next morning, you find out that Booth goes to collect his mail at Ford's Theater, which he actually did the morning of Lincoln's assassination. So you figure you have about an hour to unravel his plot, find the murder weapon, and find his letter to the National Intelligencer admitting his guilt. And you have 1 hour to do so.
All right, so Bill, you and I are going to be locked in here for 1 hour, and I'm going to solve the murder of Abraham Lincoln. All right, so the clock has started, and as you can hear, authentic music, sounds from the period. Now we're in the John Wilkes Booth boarding house, and I have to figure out a clue. And the weapon, right? The weapon. I got the combination. Thanks, Bill. Okay. All right. Let's play chess. Okay. This means something.
Pick up time. We're losing time.
Uh-oh. Oh, darn. More crap. Charles Dickens. A Tale of Two Cities. Could this be the weapon? This isn't it either.
That's not it. What's that say?
History surely repeats itself. The music, the atmosphere, it is like going back in time.
Sure. Yep.
And you must get rave reviews about this.
We do. We have a lot of people that walk out of here really satisfied.
It's really frustrating, though.
It is.
It is very frustrating. It is, and Bill and I we needed more people to be up to the challenge. But you really do have to be a puzzle solver.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And you've really got to pay attention to the clues.
Details. Details
It's
are
all
important.
in the details. Well, I really appreciate it. This was great.
Thank you.
And I love the historical aspect, and we all need an escape. The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor. Chef Reggie, this looks amazing. What kind of cake is this?
This is our 6-layer Guinness chocolate cake.
Well, I think I'll be enjoying that, Phil.
Absolutely delicious, Reggie.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You guys enjoy.
Okay.
Thank you,
I gotta tell you, I love what you've done with the place. Your cabin chic interior looks great over here.
It's warmer and more welcoming. We use reclaimed lumber to really create that earthy feeling, and everything else that we've done in the past, we're just gonna do more of. We are gonna support the local farmers, the local breweries, come up with creative ideas on the menu, everything that our customers want to embrace so that they can eat, drink, and celebrate right here at Magic Tree Pub and Eatery.
That is a great mantra. And eat, drink, celebrate, repeat.
Cheers.
Cheers, Phil. Mayflower Woolham is your full-service independent insurance agency for what matters most. Home, auto, life, boat, RV, umbrella. We'll find the right product at the right price for your family. Mayflower Woolham with 3 locations to serve you.
Here at the Upstairs, we cater to everyone. When you come through the door, I treat you as though you're my friend. So there's all kinds of options here at the Upstairs. There's something on that menu for everyone. Great food, friendly service, very clean restaurant. There's a lot of restaurants, a lot of good restaurants in our community. So I always feel honored when someone comes here. I want everybody coming through that door to leave here with a good experience.
There's a new standard in assisted living.
One that combines comfort, luxury, convenience, and the highest quality expert care.
Your loved ones can experience it now in Canfield's premier senior living location.
The Inn at Ironwood offers fine dining and amenities such as a concierge, salon, housekeeping, and laundry services.
And a truly elegant setting in Canfield.
Call us for more information or visit us and take a tour.
The Inn at Ironwood, Canfield's premier senior living location.
Part of growing up in Youngstown is growing up with Rowley Brothers Markets. Even friends who have moved out of town come to shop and say hi when they're home for a visit.
And my family has always shopped at Rowley's, and today they are still my favorite grocery store. My recipes depend on the best ingredients, and that's why I get them at Rowley's, where you'll always find the freshest food at the best prices.
Rowley Brothers is a proud sponsor of the Casey Malone Show. The quality that customers have come to expect is true local flavor.
$5 Burger Mondays at Sadie's Place, inside the Best Western, Route 46, Austintown. I am not a very good baker at all, but when I find an easy recipe with very few ingredients that are basically foolproof, I all of a sudden am a really good baker. You are going to love this recipe. Do you like key lime pie? I love key lime pie. And you know, key limes aren't always readily available. You know, the little teeny limes that you'll see in different seasons in the grocery store. But I've discovered a key lime juice that is available 365 days a year. It is Nellie and Joe's. It is 100% key lime juice. It is delicious, it is tart, and it is a perfect substitute for fresh limes. So you can enjoy key lime pie any time of year, not just when key limes are in season. I have dressed up this recipe a little bit, added some tequila, because I really don't like it sweet. I like it more on the tart, and I think it adds to the citrus. And I've messed with the recipe just a little bit that's on the back of this bottle. And we are now going to enjoy my creation. Let's go over the ingredient list. For this Key West lime margarita pie, you'll need one 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk, 1/2 cup of Nellie and Joe's Key West lime juice or fresh squeezed, 3 egg yolks, grated zest from 2 limes, 1/4 cup tequila, and 1 9-inch graham cracker crust. This is very easy, very little preparation is needed. Now I do like to tone down the sweetness. I really like a limey key lime pie. And before I bake or add anything to my pre-made crust, how easy is that? I just add a little bit of salt. Because salt, a little bit of sweet, I think it works together. This is another little creation of mine. I've preheated the oven to 350 degrees. Now we'll take a can of sweetened condensed milk. I'm going to use this little handy dandy spatula for my chopper. It seems to scrape all of the contents of the can out much easier than a regular size spatula, because you don't want to skimp on this. This is a very important ingredient. I've tried it with the fat-free version. Doesn't seem to make a big difference, but I'm going full calories. Very little calories are saved with the fat-free version, and it costs more. Store brand on the condensed milk is also fine to use. Done that both ways. All right, so that's in the bowl. Now we are going to add our 1/2 cup of the key lime juice, 1/4 cup of tequila, another sweetness cutter, 3 egg yolks. Use the egg whites the next day and make yourself a nice healthy omelet with egg whites. And last but not least, get out your handy dandy microplane and just zest 1 lime. And then the other lime zest we'll use when it's finished before serving. And you can use the regular, blender that you have, hand mixer, but I'm just going to use my immersion blender because all you want to do is really combine these. It's not like you have to blend it for a long time. You just want to quickly combine it. After mixing, if you see a lot of air bubbles in this batter, just mix it lightly with your spoon or spatula and they'll fall right out, because you just don't want to have a lot of big bubbles in your pie when you go to bake it. All right, so I've stirred out any air bubbles that were really big because it just makes for an unattractive pie. That's it. Now I will pour this into the graham cracker crust and make sure you try to get every last drop out. Oh my goodness, does this look good? Now what I'm going to do is take this, I'm going to put it in my oven for 17 minutes. That's it, 17 minutes. After 17 minutes, I pull the pie out. It's still a little jiggly in the center, so just let it sit at room temperature and cool for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then, because I have a pre-made crust, it comes with this handy dandy dome. Cover it, put it in your refrigerator for at least a few hours. Overnight's great, and then we will get it ready to plate. So here is our finished product. Please let it chill at least a few hours. I like it to chill at least overnight if possible. And then prior to serving, take your other key lime and grate the entire outside of it on top of the pie. Isn't that a beautiful presentation? Now look at how beautiful and fresh this pie is. Now I don't think it needs any whipped cream topping, but if you'd like to kick it up a notch, you can make your own. Or again, nothing's wrong with Ready Whip. There we go, and just add a little to the top before serving. And this is so easy, so delicious, you will wow and astound your friends and family. Look at that, beautiful. I love this. This is my new go-to dessert. You are going to love this. Go to my website, caseymalonесhow.com, and look for my Key West Lime Margarita Pie. You will satisfy all of your guests. Delicious. But it's served with it, you don't need anything. It's already got the tequila in it. Cheers. The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Bernard. I've been giving the people of our valley free advice for 30 years, and my message has never changed. If you're involved in an automobile accident, don't try to handle it yourself. Call a lawyer. A lawyer will be your representative, dealing with doctors, medical insurance, and all the red tape that you may encounter. Hiring a lawyer doesn't mean you'll end up in court. And remember, there are no upfront fees on personal injury cases.
That's good advice. Need a lawyer? Learn more at ElizabethBernardLaw.com.
Mayflower Woolham is your full-service independent insurance agency for your business. We work with several companies so you have choices for your insurance needs. Commercial properties, professional liability, bonding, and general. Trust Mayflower Woolham.
Join the Isle Purple Cat family. Employment opportunities are available. Given is living.
To own a business where your name's on the window can be pretty cool. That's my family. My name is Danny Catullo, and I'm the owner of Catullo Prime Meats. My grandfather started the business in 1962. I was able to take our old-style butcher shop and bring it out to the new age using e-commerce to get our products to more customers. When we started shipping, there was not a ton of information out there. That's where we really worked with FedEx so they could be able to help us with our perishable shipping. We were taking on new purchases that we never had to make before. Boxes, coolers, ice packs, anything that was involved around shipping. So we can no longer do this with the cash that we had on hand. So because of the Plum Card from American Express and all of its benefits, it was a natural fit to help grow our business. And when someone calls and lets you know that you made their dinner, that's satisfaction that you can't get anywhere else.
My mom was always in my corner.
Always pushing me to do better.
I couldn't have asked for a better mother.
So when she needed assisted living,
I did my research.
Doctors, nurses,
and others with family and assisted living,
they all said,
trust the name you know.
Briarfield.
For assisted living with top healthcare experts, a caring staff, and a comfortable home-like setting.
Trust the name you know.
Briarfield.
Trust the name you know. Briarfield. Proudly serving the Valley for over 20 years.
Hi, I'm Bob Kamara. The time has come for me to step back and let my son Rob and daughter Brianna take ownership of Kamara Jewelers. We're celebrating my 41 years in the business with a huge retirement sale where store-wide discounts are up to 70% off. I want every piece sold. Nothing is held back.
Beautiful diamond jewelry, colored gemstones, and more. Largest selection of engagement rings, up to 70% off Kamara Jewelers' huge retirement sale.
4 for $5 till 6. Happy hour at Sadie's Place inside the Best Western, Route 46, Austintown. I'm here at Penny Pincher's Consignment Shop on Market Street in Boardman with Lisa Cutlip, the manager. And this is a very interesting consignment store. You can get some great deals and you can help out a great cause. Give us the history, Lisa.
Penny Pinchers was started in 1962 in Youngstown. They started off in the old post office building on Elm Street to benefit local charities, and a lot of the socialites, you know, back then Youngstown was, we have a very rich area around here, and a lot of those socialites, they would donate their daughters' cotillion gowns and their social clothes, and that's how it started, and it just went from there. We've moved 4 different times since then. We have different board members. We're ran by a board of directors, and I think our oldest board member has been here since 1972.
So now the end of the summer comes. What do you do with the inventory that has not sold?
Our inventory stays on the floor 30 to 90 days, depending on price and name brand. Every 30 they're marked down. If they don't sell, we have a $1 sale the very last business day of every month, so you can get some really nice stuff for $1. You can get Chico's, Talbot's, Old Navy. If it doesn't sell after that, we give to the Dress to Succeed program, which is ran out of Action. Rose Carter is the director of that. They have room in the Mahoning County Jail. The Trumbull County Jail, they're just opening up a room there. They work real closely with CCA, and they also have a room in the Ohio State Penitentiary, and they dress people as they come out to make sure that they're ready to go back into society. Right.
And I think a lot of people don't realize that, you know, you really do have a men's department. This isn't just for women.
Yes, we do. We have a great men's department.
Corey is one of the shoppers here also, and this outfit you have on right now is under 20 bucks.
Yes, the shirt's $9 and the shorts are $8. It's a Fila shirt, polo shirt.
I mean, do you do a lot of shopping here?
Yes, I do. Like I'm in college and everything. I need some nice clothes to, you know, under the budget to help me.
Well, I mean,
look nice.
It looks great. And how did you find out about Penny Pinchers?
My cousin, Lisa's my cousin, actually.
Oh, okay. So, word of mouth. And then do you donate here? Or not yet?
Not yet.
Later in life?
Yeah.
Roxy is a Thursday volunteer here, and this entire outfit she got at Penny Pinchers. And we are talking the shell, the jacket. Now, Roxy, what do you have in this total outfit?
The shell and jacket's a set. It was $20. The pants were $20. They were originally $100 and some from Cachet. And the shoes were $10.
Now look at that, 50 bucks. Kathy is a longtime volunteer with Silver Lining, and this organization really reaches out to people that are from our Tri-County area.
Absolutely. It has been in existence for over 45 years. Dr. Paz was the one that started it because a young girl that he knew was not able to get her treatment, so he reached out to family, to friends, to co-workers, and then that's how it all got started, with the organization donating money to people that are giving money to people that are in need of you know, help for treatments.
What kind of services are people looking for
what we do is you have to be undergoing treatment, okay? You have to apply for help, you have to be undergoing treatment, and then if you fit the criteria, we will give you $150 a month.
Well, this is where all the marking and pricing takes place, and most of the volunteers are back here in the hole. And Jenny is the president of the board for Penny Pinchers. You've been with this organization a long time.
At least 15 years, I can't really say.
And why did you think this was a good place to donate your time?
Well, I used to bring things in, and one of the ladies had to retire, and they called me and asked me to come, and it was a nice group of ladies.
So you really
so
enjoy
it was
it.
Fun, yeah. And it still is. And we just got a new woman.
Yes. Who is this fabulous woman? Oh, it's my mom. Hi, Jelaine.
Hello, Casey.
How are ya?
This is where I come on Tuesdays.
Well, they were complaining. And
were
they
they?
said, oh, this new girl. Oh. Carol is the treasurer of Penny Pinchers. And this is a pretty profitable business for
Yes, it is. Then we can donate our money, all we make, to Silver Lining Cancer Fund. All of the money we donate, we make here, and we donate to Silver Lining, stays right in this valley.
And do you get a lot of the recipients of that money that come in and do some shopping too? You know, when you award the money to the women?
I think we do, because they think, oh, they helped me, let me go in and help them. Bring some nice things.
How long have you been involved with the organization?
Since 1964.
Really?
When it was on Elm Street 100 years ago.
Oh my gosh, you are one of the originals.
I'm one of the originals.
Wow.
I have the lowest consignment number still going.
Yeah, we've got a lot of things, and the St. John. Then we have a lot of St. John
knits.
David finds a St. John. He's so like great about talking to people to just donate our things. A lot of people like to consign their higher end, so we can get 100% of that will then go to Silver Lining Cancer Fund. We have things like St. John. These St. John pants, they retail for anywhere between $150 and $300.
I mean, really, the deals are good.
Carlisle.
Yeah, beautiful custom clothing.
Yeah. And this is another really nice
Donna Karen, look at that.
Yeah, Donna Karen.
The black label too. So
yeah.
Stop by. I mean, really, you can be thrifty and still have designer duds right here at Penny Pinchers. The Casey Malone Show is sponsored in part by Denise and John York and the DeBartolo Corporation.